Well, hello everybody, it's Bella here from RachandBellaCrafts. I've come along to join in with the collaboration called Be Summer Inspired, and it's hosted by Rachel and myself from RachandBellaCrafts. So we have a hashtag here, which is hashtag bees, as in bzz, bees summer inspired. Okay, so if you want to put any of your pictures or anything that you've done onto that hashtag, then you can join in with us. All right. Right. Okay. So Rachel kicked off on Monday. Edith did scrapbooking with me. She kicked off on Tuesday. Angela Kerr was on Wednesday, and Amber Night Owl was the day before me, which was Thursday. So I'm here Friday and doing letter D. All right, so there, I'll leave that there if you want to take a shot of it, and you can keep track of all the wonderful collaborators. Right, I'm doing the letter D, as you can see, and I've circled doodles and digital papers. No surprise there for me, is there? But we're going to do something a little bit different today, and there's lots going on in this collaboration, so I hope you're going to follow along with us. So what I want to show you is what I've been up to so far, and this is what I produced. Let me just check it's all in screen. I think it is. I've been doodling away, and I've been doing my own little drawings, my own little doodles. I've just coloured them in with these. Let me show you, so because I know you'll ask me what they are. Just bear with me because I've got a lot to show you. There's 24, and these were from WH Smith's in the UK. And I bought them a long time ago, so they're not going to be that price now. Ideal for creating drawings with fine lines and brush strokes, because they're... Sorry, I'm choking. I'm going to show you. They've got a double end, so you've got the big brush on that end, because they are like a brush, and you've got a small one on that one, which is like a felt pen. All right? So they do colour in like felt pens. So it depends on what you like using. All right. I did use the those that I've just shown you on this page, and I've also used glossy accents, which I put on here, which hasn't quite dried out yet, but I wanted you to see the glossy accent on there, and I'll show you better on a different one that I'm doing. It's just drying out now, and I've also used this pen, artist marker, and brilliant gloss, permanent base, Huel, oil based, and you shake it like that. Okay, and what I did, I pressed it down so it got really sort of wettish, and then I flicked it like a brush, and that's how I've got these white marks on here. All right, I won't do it now because I'll get it everywhere. So that's how I got these marks here. I shook this, I pressed it down on something, so there was plenty of like a bubble on the end, and I just flicked it like that. So that's a quick way of doing it without getting your brushes out. All right, so that's, and I've doodled on all of these. I've drawn in each mason jar. All right, and now I'll show you what else I did. I've been playing with the wonderful van. All right. And Rachel's done a marvellous job with this kit, and I was absolutely enthralled by it. So I thought, ooh, straight away I knew what I wanted to do. So I've used the glossy accents on here. Let me use a pen. I don't know whether you can see. Let me just make sure it's shiny enough for you. There, you can see it there. And I put it in the middle of the sunflower there. I've used that pen again to flick it like that. I've also used the pen to draw these outlines here of the flowers. Okay, and I've used this pen, which is a number, let me see. Is there a number on here? There's got to be a number on there somewhere, isn't there? It's just a uniball, that one, but you can use... This is a fine tip one, a uniball eye, and it just says fine on that one. Got another one somewhere, but I can't find it. But anyway, it just depends whether you want a thick line or a thin line. Just decide if you're going to use these, whether it's a fine one or a thicker one. Okay, so that's what I used. What else did I do? I've also put the glossy accents on these flowers that I've drawn. And also on that, which was the head, one of the lights on the car, which, as you can see there. And you can put glossy accents wherever you feel like putting them. And I've just been playing around, okay? And this one I just used a pen on that one. And this one then I went on, I've got to be careful because that one's still drying. I'll put that over there. And this one I was playing about with. And I put watercolours, these beautiful watercolours that I've just bought from the range yesterday. And they are gorgeous because they're all pastels. All right. And there's the colours there. So if you fancy those, that's from the range. And our new range opened in Bryn Mawr and it was absolutely packed with people. But I did manage to get served very quickly. So that was that. So what else was I going to show you? I was thinking then of going over these flowers with a glossy accent, just to show you how I did it. And I used the watercolours on this one, and you can see the difference of the brightness. If I just show you that a moment, let me just show you the difference. I'll get one of the pens out, and I'll do it by the side of it there, look. And that's that one there. And I might go over the top because I'm not quite sure. That's making it even more colourful, I think. There and there. And that's the difference between these brushes, brush pens from WH Smith's. And that's one of them. And that's the difference between those and this. But it depends how thick you put it on. So that's these that I use there, all right? But you can use, if you've got children's felt pens, use those, by all means. And you can always, I was just thinking whether you could improvise with, if you've got clear nail varnish. I haven't tried this, but I'm just thinking to myself, you're not going to get the raised bit that I've got here. I don't know whether I'm showing this correctly. See, that's raised, that's like a bubble on it, and when it dries out it goes very clear. And there as well, I put them in the middle of the flowers. All right, so what I was going to do next, I was just going to show you a little bit of doodling in there. All right, in case you wanted to. That one's dry. I'm just making sure everything's dry before I put it down on top of everything. And then we can have a go. Now you can either begin with a pencil. Now I've got these extractor pencils, or I've got these, which are my husband's artist. This is an HP, that one. Doesn't matter what you use. Just use what you're comfortable with. This gives a thinner line. If you want to go over it with a felt pen, and I was in my living room when I was doing this, watching TV, so I didn't have this when it was on my desk. So I'm just going to do what I did there. Start off by just doing some curves around the edge, like so. Make them as big or as little as you like that. I hope you can see this because it is a bit faint, but I will be going over it with a pen. All right, so don't worry. And then what I did then, I'm not going to do the bee. I'll just do the flower this time and do a squiggly line. All right, almost as if you're doing holly. And I don't want this to be perfect by any means, so keep it as loose as you can. All right, just as loose as you can, and just make that circle there. Okay, now I'm going to do this one here because I like that one. I wish I'd done more of that. So that's how you do that one. Then I had the flower coming off, but I think I'm going to put, I don't think I've left enough room now to do the flower in there, but it doesn't matter. You can do it lower down and do it like that, which is what I should have done. And then you've got your branches coming down here like so. But I only need one because I've only got one flower, haven't I? Okay, I got a wiggly hand, but never mind. And that's that one drawn. And then this one, excuse me a minute, I do think I tend to draw better when I'm using the pen, just the pen. I think I'm going to go back to this one and then you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to draw like this, like that, okay? And then we're going to have a bulb-like shape coming down, like little bells, going around like this. And then you're going to come out and you're going to do a leaf and a leaf up here. And then we're going to have another bell coming out here, just a smaller one. All right, and what I'm doing, if you can't see it on there, let me do it on here. Excuse me. And you can make it as pointy or as not pointy as you like, but you can alter it. The thing about using, and I've used my rubber a lot because I've worn it right down, okay? I have got a better one here, so let's switch. Now get a good rubber, and don't be afraid to use your rubbers, because I want a bit of a point on there. Down, up, down, up, down, and I tend to do it like that. All right, so that'll give you some idea how I did that. I keep doing that round bit there, and I don't know why I do it. So don't worry about it if you do the same. It's because you're going against the way, because you're right-handed. I suppose if you were left-handed, it would be a lot easier. So I'm going to have a leaf coming out here. All right, and then one coming out here. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4. I need another bell to go in somewhere. So I think I'm going to take the bell down here, like so, and then rub out the line in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I go over the top of this now. And this is the thicker of the two pens. And I'll show you in a minute how thin the other one is. And you don't have to go over the pencil because you can rub it out. Okay, so if you do a better line with your pen, great. Don't worry about it because you can rub out the pencil. And I can't do straight lines anyway. So that's going to have a little line there and it's going to come out there. Okay. And that one's going to come down here. Like so. And don't be afraid to turn your paper around. There we are. And then when you do actually, I like to draw them faint because then when you go over the top of the, I'll show you the difference in the pens. So there's that one, which is slightly thicker. Where did I put it? And this is the fine one, which really, I think I do prefer actually. I wish I'd used that one now, but that's okay. So that's the thicker one, which I didn't press really very hard. And you can make it as thick as you want. And that will come off like so. Okay. So that's that one. I think I'll use the fine one on, which was the fine one? This one's the fine one on this one. It's not that fine, I must say. It's not as fine as I was hoping it was going to be, because usually they got more of a point on them, the fine lines. But you can make whatever shape you like on your page, okay? And you can do this on any of the pages that that you'll have in the kit, or in any other kit, come to that, because you've got lots of space on these, and Rachel has actually got background pages, and if you can draw, then draw by all means your own shapes, butterflies, whatever. And this one, I wanted it to be a bit wiggly, okay, like so. And I think they look quite effective inside the mason jars. And the thing is with these, you could, if you wanted to make them into tags, you just need to cut them out, which is what I intend to do on some of them. Did I go around that? I think I did. And then back down here. And I'm doing it twice because I want to put green inside of that. All right. Not too worried about those because I quite like that staying as it is. All right. So that's those. So now that's dried a bit, I'll get my rubber. And I'll rub out the lines that I don't need to make it look tidier. Okay, and if you've got a good rubber, there's no need to rub too hard. And the secret is not to press too hard when you're doing the pencil so that you don't get any indentations. There we are, so that's gone. I'm not sure if this one's dry yet, so we'll see. So let's try, I think I'm going to use, I've got to be careful now that I don't put my pens down on anything. I really liked, what colour did I use on there? I think it was this one, I think it was that one, yes. Put that back up there so I can see. And all I did was go in, just like as if you were doing a child's book, or any of those mindful books that you see, and just colour them in. All right, I'm not going to do the whole thing, I'm just going to show you what I did, because I want to show you what I did on the van, which I had great fun doing. Really great fun. And then I chose the light green to go with that one, which I thought was a nice bright colour. You can do your bells any colour you like. The more outrageous, the better. But that's just my leaves. And I may as well finish off those two bells and they're done, aren't they? Concentration. There we are. So that's those, and you don't have to be fussy. This is quite chalky actually. These they dry quite chalky. All right, so now I shall use the yellow that I used. I think it was that. No, that's that one. That's a lovely colour, that one. But I think because of the shape, I'm going to do the same yellow down here so you can see. All right. And the thing is with these, well, I'm going to call them felt pens. They're brush pens, they are. They're really quick. There's no messing about with the water. There's no messing about with paints. You can just go straight in and just do it. And you can do the same with your kiddies or your felt pens if you have some. Just colour them in. And then you can doodle again inside of the leaves, which is what I've done on some of them. Okay, so we're using digital pages and we're doodling. In case you're wondering, for D. And this really is very, very relaxing, I have to say. And if you can draw whatever you like. You could draw a deck chair, and I was going to, and then I chickened out. I was thinking more of the, what's the flower? Daisies, but I didn't do daisies. I did this one instead. These, I'm going to do in that lovely blue. Was it this one or the other one? No, it was this one, I think. And I think it really popped. So if you want bright, use the felts. If you want delicate, then go into the, use the watercolors. But because we're talking about summer, I thought it would be full on and do some bright ones. Okay, and cheer us up. Rachel's got some beautiful digis with flowers and things already in these mason jars. So you can have a you know, you could do a personal touch like I've done with these, or you can have the digis that Rachel has done, and that's nice as well. Now what I did with the inside of this, I was just scribbling. Okay, just scribble and leaving a little bit of white, because when that is dry, then I went in with some brown and some orange. But it's not actually, it isn't actually, I think I'm just going to go in with the orange. I'm not going to go in with the brown because it's not a sunflower. So I'm just going to do that. And then when I put the glossy accents over the top when it's dry, which it dries almost immediately, by the way. So you're not waiting for watercolors to dry like I was. But what I thought I'd do in the meantime is show you, let's see which color we think for the bells. This is a lovely, lovely, lovely color, this one. I like that color. It's not as dark as this. It's more delicate. And you get the transparency with the watercolors. So it just depends what you want, what your effect is. If you get too much water on, just take it off with your paper towel. Just dip it on your paper towel, gets rid of the water, okay? I'm doing it on the white so you can see the colours better and see the difference. This is much more delicate, much more delicate. And it doesn't matter if you go outside of the lines. Don't panic. You can always cut them out. Taking some water back off, making it more transparent. Okay, so that's the watercolors, and you can just keep on adding colors on top of this. So that's dry now. So let's do the glossy accents. I'll probably make a mess of it now because it's on camera, but we'll see. So I'm pressing and I'm moving the tip of the glossy accent around to try and get the shape. There's done. That was easy, wasn't it? So that'll dry now, and that's another one done. Okay, so that was easy. I didn't want to make it too complicated for you, but that's the mason jars. So we're going to put the mason jars over there, and I'm going to show you now how I did these on the van, because I've got a van here somewhere. It's underneath all my paints and stuff. That's a bit wet, so I'll have to move it over. So there we go. So should we use, let's try the fine one for now. Okay, and all I'm going to do, and what I've been doing, I can't show you in my book now because I've turned it over, but I have got, where's my doodles? Oh, here they are. Let me show you. I made these, while I was practicing, I made these just so that I could practice different flowers. All right, so there's some ideas for you. And that was that one we've just done. Okay, I did those. And I've even done them on the other side as well. So they're double-sided. That's that one. And this is what I've been practicing the last couple of days. That's my poppy. And I love putting spots and things and circles inside them, stripes, and all making them up in my head, all kinds of things. All right, so there's a couple of ideas for us. Now this flower here in particular, I'm leaving it there so you can see the shape. That's a bit wet under there, but it doesn't matter. I want to bring over, do I want the first one or the second one? Let's do this one because there's no colour on this one yet. I'm going to put that up there for inspiration. And what I started off doing, just doing little circles like that, okay? Then I did like that, and then a little circle on the top. And then I did 4 little circles again, because that's all there. Well, that was 3 actually, but it doesn't matter. But I did 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They look like little daisies. And I'm going to do 1 down here before I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there on the edge of the door, because that will open. And then I'm going to do another one, which I think I'm going to do, where have I put it? That's fallen on the floor. I don't think these are suitable. That would have been, if I could have done it smaller. It must be this one. Let's do that one there. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little circle in the middle, okay? And then we'll do another one, and I'm going to do that and that, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. And then on there, I did the little bells on this one, and I have got, I don't know whether I showed you that, I think I did, and I put the glossy accents on the top, and that looks like a sunflower, doesn't it? So I'm going to do let's draw it with my pencil first. Which pencil was I using? Now I'm going to use the faint one because I won't need to rub it out then, I don't think. So we're going to draw down here like this. And then another one over here like this. And then I'm going to do the bells. And I've got a job to see that. So if I can't see it, then you definitely can't see it. Keep doing the round one there. I don't know why, I just seem to. You need a bit of a point on your pencil to do these. All right, and I'm just going to put some leaves on there, and leaves by there, and a leaf by there. Okay, now I'm going to go over the top with and I can give it a better shape with my pen. Come down here like so, touch base, Because if you make a mistake with your pencil, you can correct it then with your pen. Much better. There we are, that's that one. And then what I did around here on both of these, I did like little circle, half circles around this. We're just having a bit of fun. And it's summer. And I know this looks like a hippie van, but that's fine. That's fine. There we are. And then over these, then I did that. I did like leaf shape here, here, and here. Now, this is not difficult. Anybody can do this. Okay. Up there. And there we are. Now what I did on this one, I don't know what I did with the one. Oh, hang on a sec. This was the first one I did, and I cut it out because I was thinking of doing something with it. And I even did around the top there, over here, and all over the bus. So you can put as much or as little on as you would like. Okay? So I put some daisies around here. I think I'm only going to put 3 on this one. But you can put as many as you like. There you go. And you can just keep going and keep going until you've completed it. All right. So let's colour it in a bit now. And I think I preferred the brush pens. The paints was very nice. I've lost my top. Here we go. Oh, so doesn't matter. I'll put it down. I'll find it later. I think it fell on the floor. And there we are. That's giving it a bit of depth now there. I could have used a brighter yellow, but never mind. And I'm going to put a little bit of orange on there. I only did one of those, did I? Yeah. Oh, it's a shame. So that's that. Now, what I think I'm going to do with these flowers by here, the bells, I'm going to do them purple as a contrast with the blue. I'm trying to finish my sentences because I know I'm a devil. Trying to concentrate so hard I forget to talk. All right, so there we are. And you can do them whatever colour you like. Okay. So that's the bells. And I was going to use that lovely green again. Is it this one, I think? On here. Yeah, that's nice and bright. It's a really bright green. That's lovely. That's the door handle then. I nearly painted the door handle. Okay, so I think I might do these flowers in this lovely green for a change, because you don't have to use just green for flowers. These could be leaves, couldn't they? Any more coming off like that? Yes, this one. I know it looks meant to look like a flower, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's that colour, and I think a bright, not orange, I want yellow. Where did I put my yellow? Here it is. And I want that, yes, that's coming out. That's just about coming out. Hasn't gone green completely. All right, so that's that one. And then I think I'll go over with that lovely, let's try this colour. Oh, that's nice. That's like a purple. And the more outrageous you make it, the better. Okay. I know I'm not talking very much, I'm concentrating. You just drift off into a lovely place when you're doing this kind of thing. Have you noticed that? So we've got purple flowers there. And what other colours have we got? Let's try this really bright pink. Ooh, yes. Now that looks a happy sunny day, doesn't it? Really looks like summer. Bursting all over the place. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get it to work on here. Yes, just. I'll lift it up in a moment. You're going to see it close up. And it's nice and quick with these pens. So there we are. I don't know whether you can see it better there now. Okay. So that's that. And then what I did then over here, I'm going to move that out the way because I don't want to splash it with the white pen. I'll show you what I did with the pen. Don't want to splash that. And I pressed it down a couple of times so it got really sort of, I don't know if it's wet enough. Yeah. There we go. That's it. Now it's going. So that's lovely. So I've got some more bubbles on there and that can dry. And we've got some lovely bubbles on here. And then we can do our glossy accents in a moment when this is completely dry. And when we decide to do, and I'll probably put my elbow in it. Knowing my, I was going to say knowing my luck. So use the tip of this to draw the shape and it should be fine. Have I coloured all that in now? Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to pour it on it because it should find its own level. There we go. So that's those done. And I was going to put, what colour should we put on the headlights? Let's go mad and do something outrageous. What colour have we got? There's not a lot of yellow, so let's, but it's too near to that. That's the only thing. What about, I was going to say pink, but we got another pink. We've got this lovely, I'll have to tidy all these up afterwards. I've got a job to get them out of the, it's like a salmon pink, this, which is what is actually in the digi that Rachel has done. So it's like a salmon pink. That's lovely. I like that. And the other thing that I did, I drew some, let me get my pen. I drew some birds and all you're doing is that. Okay? Just put 3 on that one. So that's that. And then when that's dry, then I'm going to put some glossy accents in there. I've already, no, I thought I'd done that one, but it looks like there's a bubble on it already. Let me take some of that off a minute so I can see where the point is. I'm going to put a little bit down there, like that. And it'll be sort of clouded like it is in this, but it does actually dry clear. You can see the colour underneath. So, so I've just put a little bit on there now. I'm going to put some inside this. That's making that a lovely pink. Okay. And the other thing I forgot to do, I did put, with my pen, I did put a couple of birds in there, like so. Like that. And on the others, I did in this circle. Like that. Okay. And you can have as much fun as you like. Now, can't find the top off that one, can I? Now, what I did then, I drew some, what was I going to use? Where's my white pen? I'll have to turn this round now, folks, okay? So you can see now that there's the glossy accents on those. I'm trying to catch the light for you. There. Okay. And I put some down there. Now I was going to go over these shapes with my white pen. And I can faintly see the background here that Rachel has made. Don't know whether you'll see these because they're really faint. And then what I did then, I went over it with the fat pen, this one. And you can do that if you want to make them really clear, like so. Okay. But you've got to press this to get the paint down. I might be running out now because I've used quite a bit of this. It may be running out. Wouldn't surprise me because I've been flicking it over everything. So if you've got a brand new one of these, and I have got another one somewhere. Okay. And then what I did then, I put some glossy accents. If I can get, there we go. That's what happened. Like so, but I'll have to let that dry now, okay? And I don't know whether that might be brighter. Yes, there we go. It's not really satisfactory, but it's okay. I think you can see. I think it's all right. I think you can see it now. You either get a big blob. Oh, let's use that. Now you could just keep on making circles with it. So these are quite difficult to use, and I got confess I haven't used these much. So I'm as a novice as you, because it either comes out or like this really fast, but you can just scrape it round like so. All right, do it like that and use what you've got on there, the existing. Did I say this was acrylic? It's opaque. It's brilliant gloss it is, so. But anyway, you get the idea. I hope I haven't spoilt this now. You really got to get the paint flowing though. Right, let's have a look. Well, it doesn't look too bad. There we are. I'll leave it like that before I spoil it. And that's how I created all this on here, on this one. Okay, and it's going to look wet, and now this is dried out now, this has. And that even went over the top of, because it's, it must be acrylic then if it's glossy. And as I said, I put the, what's it called, the glossy accents on there. I didn't on there, but we'll try it now this is dry. So that's that one. All right, so we've done 3 now, haven't we? So let me try the glossy accents over the top of the watercolours and see what happens. And you won't be able to tell until it's really dry, but I will put photographs up at the end of this so you can see. Okay. I'm actually going down onto the flowers with this one. Just something different. And I think I'm going to do the bells, because I quite like the bells. So then what I'm saying is they're not going to be as flat looking, because these are quite flat. And I think, do I need a contrast? I think I do. I think I'll leave the others flat, and I'm going to leave those, because I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 on there, and those are done as well. I don't like it not being odd. That's strange, isn't it? But I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna get away with that, and I really like that. So there we are. So that's what I've chosen to do for the collaboration. There's quite a bit going on, and you can dress it up or dress it down as much as you like. So that's that one finished. That one's complete and dry. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see this. I'm going to stand up now, and then you get a better view of where the glossy accents are. Okay, that's that one. This one is now just drying. I need to put it under the light for you to see it. My lighting is shocking, actually. Sorry about that. And this one, which I nearly put it on top of. And that's the watercolour one. All right, so you've got choices there, whether you do that and that. And then we've got this one that I did first of all. And I put the other one somewhere drying, but I can't find it now. Where's it gone? I've got so many papers around here now. I've lost it. Oh, here it is. There we are. Here it is. And that was the one I did with you just now. And by the look of it, I've just put something on top of that. So I'll go over that again, because that, it won't matter. I've got to be careful when I'm putting things. And I should imagine you'll be able to go, if you do that, look, I don't see why you can't go over it and do it again. Yeah, no problem. And these bells, I think I'll do as well, because I quite like it on the bells. Just adds a little something, doesn't it? I just love this mixed media. I really love it. I love slow stitching, and I love the mixed media. It's me down to the ground. And I'm going to try it on there and see what happens, because that's the watercolours. And it will go opaque, but when it dries, you'll have this proper colour coming through. So that looks nice as well. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, and it's given you plenty to think about and plenty to occupy you with. Lots of ideas. This one I think is great fun. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a go at this and just create and have fun. So take care, everybody, and I hope you enjoy the collaboration, and I hope everyone has a wonderful time. So thank you, and have a wonderful summer. Bye for now.